PSYCHED warriors. Welcome back to our channel for the first of 5 episodes within our Understanding Narcissism series. In this video, we will be providing some keen insight into the 7 key clinically proven ingredients you need to know about that go into creating a narcissist. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video, as we will be unlocking the secrets behind their behaviors and find out what it takes to truly understand them. Note: while genetic predisposition to narcissism is debatable, the 7 key ingredients we discuss in this video is known to stem from childhood rearing. This will go a long way towards a better understanding of the narcissist that is currently in your life, while also providing valuable insight into what to avoid doing while raising your own children to prevent from becoming the creator of another narcissist. Let's get started. Are you struggling with understanding the complex dynamics of a narcissist? Have you wondered why they're like that? Do you want to gain insight into how they were created? Then this video is for you. Stay with us as we explore the 7 key ingredients often contributing to the successful creation of a narcissist. The first ingredient that contributes to the creation of a narcissist is having overprotective or helicopter parents. Studies have shown that children raised in overprotective or helicopter households are more likely to become narcissists. This is because such parenting tends to create an environment in which the child believes they must function as perfect. When parents obsessively monitor their child and rescue them from any danger or threat, they send a message of inferiority and helplessness, which prevents them from developing essential coping strategies needed later in life. Having overprotective parents can also lead to the belief that they are entitled and special, intensifying their narcissistic traits later in life. Research shows that when children have been excessively shielded by their parents, they experience an overwhelming sense of entitlement as adults, which becomes extremely difficult to control and leads to various relationship problems. To avoid raising children who become narcissists, it is important to ensure that they grow up in an environment that fosters self-confidence and independence. Parents should allow their children to explore and make mistakes, while also providing them with guidance and support. By maintaining a healthy balance between guidance and freedom, kids can develop the confidence and resilience needed to succeed in life without becoming narcissists. The second ingredient contributing to the creation of a narcissist is lack of emotional and relational warmth in childhood. Studies have shown that a lack of warmth in childhood and adolescence can lead to narcissistic traits later in life. This is due to the fact that children who are not given adequate emotional support or affection may develop an insecure attachment style, which, as adults, leads them to seek validation from external sources instead. These individuals often feel inferior or inadequate, leading them to become overly concerned with their image and need constant reassurance from those around them. A lack of warmth during childhood also causes people to miss out on developing essential social skills needed for healthy relationships and interactions later in life. As adults, these individuals may become uncomfortable interacting with others and unable to form meaningful connections. To avoid creating a narcissist, parents should make sure their children are given the emotional and relational warmth that they need to feel secure and accepted. This can be done by validating their feelings without judgment, providing them with unconditional love and acceptance, and engaging in activities together as a family, such as going on trips or playing board games. By ensuring that kids receive adequate attention, love, and guidance, they can grow into well-rounded adults who are confident in themselves without developing narcissistic traits. This can help them to form meaningful relationships and succeed in life. If you like this video so far, let us know with a thumbs up, and please hit that subscribe button. And turn on your notification bell to get early access to the next video in this series as soon as it goes up. The third ingredient contributing to the creation of a narcissist is excessive criticism and lack of empathy. Excessive criticism and lack of empathy are also key ingredients in the creation of a narcissist. Research has shown that children who are constantly criticized and whose needs for emotional support are not met develop an insecure attachment style as adults, which leads to narcissistic traits. This is due to the fact that excessively criticizing children can lead them to believe they will never be good enough or do anything right, resulting in feelings of inferiority and low self-esteem. Children who receive a lot of criticism also become afraid of making mistakes as adults, since they have been taught from an early age that any missteps will be met with disapproval or anger. This puts them at risk for developing narcissistic traits, since they become unable to take responsibility for their actions without feeling ashamed or embarrassed. In addition, when parents exhibit a lack of empathy towards their children, it can lead them to feel indifferent or unloved, and they may find it difficult to form healthy relationships with others. This causes them to become overly focused on themselves, seeking constant approval from those around them due to the feeling that no one else will ever love or care for them. To avoid creating a narcissist, parents need to be aware of how their words and actions affect their children and ensure that they are providing adequate emotional support. They should focus on praising efforts instead of results and strive to understand why their child might be behaving in a certain way before offering guidance or criticism. Most importantly, parents have to foster empathy by modeling kind behavior and setting an example for their children, so that they can learn to treat others with respect and understanding. By doing so, kids can grow up feeling secure and loved while still developing the independence needed to become successful adults. The fourth ingredient that contributes to the development of a narcissist is learned manipulation. Studies have shown that learned manipulation can be a key factor in the creation of a narcissist. This is because when children are exposed to manipulative behaviors early on, they may start to use them themselves as adults in order to achieve their goals or gain approval from those around them. This may include things like gaslighting, blaming others for their problems, using guilt or threats to get what they want, and taking advantage of people's good nature in order to get ahead. These techniques often work in the short term, but can end up leading to long-term consequences such as damaged relationships and feelings of dissatisfaction with life, since these individuals never truly learn how to build meaningful connections with those around them. In addition, manipulating others can lead to feelings of guilt and shame, since these individuals know that they are taking advantage of people in order to get what they want. This can further contribute to the development of narcissist traits, since these individuals focus on themselves as a means of avoiding negative emotions. To avoid creating a narcissist, it is important for parents to be aware of their own behaviors and set an example for their children by not manipulating others or using dishonorable tactics to get ahead. Parents should also help their children develop empathy so that they understand how their actions may affect those around them and strive to treat others with respect in all circumstances. By doing so, kids will learn the appropriate ways of achieving success without having to resort to manipulation. The fifth ingredient that contributes to the development of a narcissist is tendency to overgeneralize. The tendency to overgeneralize can be another contributing factor in the formation of narcissistic traits. This often occurs when individuals reach adulthood with an oversimplified view on life, due to generalized beliefs or assumptions they formed while growing up. This can include statements such as "I can never do anything right," or "no one will ever love me," which lead to feelings of worthlessness and a need for constant approval from those around them. Research has found that this tendency to overgeneralize typically stems from children being exposed to parents who make absolute statements when expressing their opinions or beliefs. For example, if a parent were to say something like "all men are lazy," the child may internalize this belief and carry it into adulthood without understanding the nuance behind it. This lack of understanding can lead them to become overly focused on themselves in order to gain approval from those around them, since they feel they can never measure up to the standards set by others. To avoid creating a narcissist, parents should strive to be mindful of their words when expressing opinions or beliefs, and ensure that they are using language that is open to interpretation. It's also important for them to provide enough emotional support so that children feel safe discussing their feelings and experiences without fear of judgment. Finally, if possible, parents should try to expose their kids to positive role models who demonstrate healthy ways of interacting with others in order to give them an example of how compassionate communication can form meaningful relationships. The sixth ingredient contributing to the creation of a narcissist is Exposure to improper anger or mistreatment. Research has found that exposure to improper anger or mistreatment can be a major contributor to the development of narcissistic traits. This is because when children are exposed to this kind of behavior, they may internalize it and carry it into adulthood as a way of dealing with their own emotions. This can include things like using aggression in situations where it's not necessary, avoiding conversations about feelings, and expecting others to meet their needs without consideration for what those around them might need. These individuals may also struggle with empathy since they were never taught how to properly process their emotions or understand the feelings of others. In addition, this type of exposure can lead kids to develop an inflated sense of self-importance due to a lack of external validation or reassurance. They may also come to rely on their own abilities and understanding, since they were never taught how to depend on others for feedback or support. To prevent the creation of a narcissist, it is important for parents to set an example by demonstrating healthy ways of dealing with anger and frustration. This means avoiding using aggression when expressing emotions and instead focusing on more constructive communication techniques, such as active listening and open dialogue. Parents should create an environment where kids feel safe sharing their thoughts without fear of judgment or criticism in order to ensure that they learn the importance of empathy and emotional intelligence. By doing so, kids will have a better understanding of how their actions affect those around them and strive towards creating healthier relationships with those in their lives. The seventh ingredient contributing to the creation of a narcissist is too much praise promoting perfection or unrealistic expectations. Having too much praise promoting perfection or unrealistic expectations, also known as overvaluation, can be a major contributor to the formation of narcissistic traits. Research has found that when children are given an excessive amount of adulation without any criticism or guidance, they may internalize this and develop an inflated sense of self-importance. They may also struggle with empathy since there was never an opportunity to learn how their actions affect those around them. Additionally, when children are praised for their accomplishments and not their efforts or progress, they may become overly focused on achieving perfection. They may be unable to accept failure as an opportunity to learn and grow, since they have been conditioned to believe that anything short of perfect is unacceptable. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and a fear of attempting new things. Overall, too much praise promoting perfection or unrealistic expectations can lead to an unhealthy sense of entitlement and a distorted view of reality. This may eventually cause psychological issues and impair the child's ability to function in society. In order to avoid these issues from developing, parents should strive for balance when giving praise by making sure it is constructive, rather than solely focused on achievement or success. This means pointing out a child's positive qualities and emphasizing the importance of effort over results. Parents should also create reasonable expectations for their kids and encourage them to pursue activities that help them learn how to cope with failure. Finally, it's important for parents to provide emotional support in order to show children that they are loved regardless of their successes or failures. By taking these steps, parents can give their kids the tools they need to develop healthy relationships and maintain a sense of self-worth without relying on external validation or approval. They will also be better equipped to navigate life's challenges, knowing that there is value in learning from failure as well as success. In short, this balanced approach can go a long way towards helping kids become more emotionally resilient adults who don't resort to narcissistic coping strategies. That's it for this episode. Now check out our next video in this series, Narcissism versus Confidence. 5 ways to tell the difference. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for more Psyched Up Solutions videos. See you in the next video.